Number 2 on your flashcard or your binder, your sheet of paper that I want you to jot down is I want you to list your lead sources. What are my lead sources? There are so many ways of going about getting leads. You don't want to be an agent who is constantly chasing the next best thing. You hear this app is generating leads. You hear AI can give you leads. You hear Facebook can give you leads. You hear Google can give you leads. You hear Zillow, Redfin, Vulcan 7. You have so many, homes.com, sold.com, realtor.com, Trulia, you know. Just so many websites can give you leads, so many ways of getting leads. Your sphere of influence, right? Door knocking, farming, so many. The list is very extensive. You can't go chasing all of those because what you'll find out is you will be a mile long, but an inch deep.
Hey, future real estate stars, stop wasting your hard-earned money on overpriced courses that don't deliver results. Why pay hundreds, even thousands, when you can get the same training for free? Click the link in the description below and start your real estate journey the smart way. Learn proven strategies, insider tips, and build your business without breaking the bank. Your success starts now.
It's better to be 10 feet long, but a mile deep. You're grounded, you're rooted, you're very knowledgeable, you master something, right? So with all these different sources of leads, if you did business last year, you just look and see what was the most successful way in which I generated business. And then you may want to write that down. If you're a brand new agent, you can research different strategies and then I would say pick 1 or 2, max 3 that you're going to focus on. You know, you got cold calling, you got running ads, your sphere of influence, whatever they are, write down your lead sources. And like I said, we're reverse engineering. If you say you want to get to 100 deals and you're cold calling, you need to come up with how many calls you're going to make a day. How many people you're going to talk to a day that would get you X amount of listing appointments a week, and how many of those you got to do the averages. Like they say, about 70% of these appointments close. Some people are higher, some people are lower. And how many of these appointments now are going to turn into listings? And out of those listings, not 100% of them are going to sell. Some sellers are unrealistic. Some houses are not that great. So maybe another 70% of your listings actually sell. So now you got your number. So now it's all a matter of, like I said, like the B-2 bomber right there in World War II, reverse engineering. Okay, in order to get to 100, I need to make X amount of calls every day. That would give me X amount of leads every day or every week. And then those leads now will turn to X amount of appointments. You just go, let's say if 200 calls gets you 10 leads a week, 10 leads get you 5 listing appointments a week. Out of those 5 listing appointments, you convert 3 of them a week. You know, then you just go from there. 3 listing appointments and 3 listings, you sell 2 out of the 3. So now you know, okay, I'll be selling maybe 2 houses every 2 weeks or so. Then you just go from there. Maybe I need to call longer. If your goal is to get 50 homes, then you just do the math. But I'm just trying to tell you how you get to that number. That's if you're calling. If you're running ads on Facebook or YouTube or Google, I wouldn't say rely on that strategy if it hasn't worked for you previously, right? Excuse me. The ads that you got various ones that work, but make sure you know what you're doing. Talk to somebody with experience that has done it before you just jump into it. So for instance, we can use like a Zillow lead, these paid leads. What's the conversion? Is it good now with the market leaning towards a buyer's market? Is it a good time for you to run those type of leads, or Google AdWords, or maps? There's so many different ways. Just pick one and then do some real good research and see if I spend X amount of dollars, how many transactions would that convert to? All right. So step one, how many deals do I want? Step two, what are my lead sources? If you're using your sphere of influence, do you have a big enough sphere to maintain your to sustain your business? Are you going to do webinars? Are you going to do networking events? Whatever it is, it's not, okay, I'm going to do webinars, right? Cool. But how many listings or buyers are going to come out of those? There has to be a number attached to whatever activity you're doing. If you're calling, there needs to be a number of listings that are going to come from those calls, right? Are you going to work with probates, divorce lawyers, whatever it is, accountants, whatever it is? If I talk to 10 lawyers, I need one deal out of those conversations, right? There needs to be a number attached to it. And as we go down the line, you'll see why. Because I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but all I'm saying is list your lead sources, and each lead source attach a number of leads that will be generated based on a certain amount of activity, a certain type and amount of activity. So for instance, if I do 200 calls, I get X amount of leads. If I talk to 200 lawyers, I get X amount of leads, whatever it may be. If I spend $2,000 on Zillow, I should get X amount of leads. And then X out of these X amount of leads, they should convert into a certain amount of transactions. Set that goal. Whatever. I don't want to give you an idea on how to go about your business. Different agents got different ways of getting business. Some people, all they do is talk to divorce lawyers. Some people partner with banks and they get these REOs, these real estate owned foreclosures in their listings. So the list goes on and on and on as to how you get a deal.
Your ultimate hub for real estate insights, breaking news, entrepreneurial wisdom, investing strategies, and self-development hacks. If you're ready to expand your mind and stay ahead of the game floor, you're in the right place. Subscribe now. Your future self will thank you.